Hello again, it's Noob, and again I'm so pleased to be able to show you quite a rare and very interesting lock. This actually stopped being produced in 1984. This is the Fichet 666, and look at the key on this, isn't that amazing? Goes in the cylinder and works as, well, pretty much as you'd expect a lock like this to work. But from the bitting you might not think it, but this is actually a wafer lock. Yep, it's got 3 wafers that need to be pushed down on the bottom, and then 4 wafers that need to be picked on the top. And this particular lock was lent me by the German locksmith tool manufacturer and distributor Wendt. So thank you to Wendt so much for lending me this lock from a private collection. Now, if you look here, you can probably see one issue that we have with this lock, as all of these locks, is that if you want to gut this, then you have to, well, essentially take out this middle section. It's all welded or soldered in. This is one solid piece. But that's okay, because we actually have a picker called Artichoke who has an outstanding, and I mean outstanding, video on how this works. And it's 3, that's right, not 1, not 2, but 3 sidebars that work inside this lock. So it's a wafer lock with 3 sidebars, and it's just a fascinating mechanism. I wish I could show you it, but even if I could not show you that mechanism anywhere near as good as Artichoke did it. So I will leave links in the description, maybe even a tag up there in a pinned comment. You'll be able to find it anyway, and it's definitely worth having a look. Anyway, without further ado, let me go grab my vise, set this up in a way which I think would suit us all, and have a go at picking it. So just to show you that awesome looking key again, there's something really cool about it, isn't it? It is slightly off vertical to match that slight curvature of that keyway. Still ultra cool. Right, let's get on with it. So we're in the vise. I made sure that it's positioned in a way that the cam here doesn't get caught up in the vise drawers, so I can at least pick it clockwise. Now there are wafers at the top here which I need to push down, but because I'm pushing down, I'll refer to them as at the bottom, and the ones which are at the bottom which I need to push up, 4 of them, I shall refer to as the ones on the top, because I'm pushing upwards, so I'll say the ones at the top, which means the ones at the bottom I'm pushing up. Confusing, but it's how my mind works. Now if you look at the it's also worth mentioning that there is 3 sidebars that are linked together in this. Please do go check out Artichoke's video. It'll explain a lot better than I. And what's interesting about that is that it changes the state of the wafers inside. It's a bit confusing sometimes, this lock, in terms of you might have to revisit a wafer now and again. Anyway, tensioning. You'd either like to tension right at the top or the bottom to provide maximum torque, but in both top and bottom there's a small groove to prevent you from doing that, and it essentially traps the tension tool, so all you're doing is tensioning the face of the lock body. You can get away with that though by using an appropriately thick tensioner at the top, away from that groove. You can see I'll put my pick tip in there, and then all we need to do is just try our best to go in, and 1, 2, 3. I don't think it feel well. 1. Sorry. So that's 3, 2, 1. Sorry, and I think that I felt that 1 might already be set. So let's try a nice click on 4 there, at the back. Let's try now. Yeah, 3 definitely is binding now. I think we've got that one. Now go back to reaching up to lift the wafers up. Nothing yet. At the bottom again then. Just touching that wafer. Nothing. 2, 1. I really feel 1 set already. I don't really don't want to touch that if I don't have to. Do you hear that? I literally just pushed up on wafer 4 at the back there, and it completely changed something inside the lock. I can't tell, but is that, am I pushing against them? Don't then pushing against away for all the tension tool there, so I'm just going to change picks for a bit of fresh perspective. Oh, and there we go, and we have an open. Look at that, that was a wafer 1. There we go. Okay, so I've got full control. You can tell I'm moving the cam. Let me actually take this vise away, put it over there, and you can see that we've got full control of the cam there, and the lock is fully open. So yeah, really awesome lock. Is it a difficult pick? It can be trickier than you might expect. It is a standard wafer lock. There's no false gates in it, but that triple sidebar gives odd feedback at times, and it is subtle and needs quite firm tension in my experience. So yeah, superb lock. Thank you again to Wendt for lending it to me. Thank you to Artichoke for the awesome video, so I could see the internals and visualize what I'm picking, which certainly helps when you're picking a new lock. And I really hope you enjoyed that. If you liked videos like this, please leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, I read them all. I reply to as many as I can. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate you subscribing, and I'll see you all next time.